Hello everyone, it's Wheelock Alarms, and this is System Test 20. This system test everyone has probably waited for years, it's safe to say. And I know a lot of you probably just said, what are you talking about? Your last system test was a month or two ago. Well, if we take a look out here, the Firelight Miniscan 112 has been removed from the system and is no longer the control panel. It still works and everything, just it's been replaced with another panel. And at this time I don't intend on selling it, so please don't ask. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go through the system here and try to cut to the chase, because I've tried making this video 3 times now, and each time I did it, it was at 10 minutes and still going. So let's try and shorten this up a bit. The pull station in the laundry room today is a Simplex 4251-113 Chevron, and I was not aware, but these actually will fit on the Simplex back box. I thought only T-bars could, but these will fit. I got this pull station from CJ Goot, and some more stuff I got from CJ Goot. I got a Wheelock NS 2-wire multi-candela horn strobe, and I actually traded him some of these Gentex Commanders. This is not the original Commander that has like the piezo type horn, but it is the Commander, and it only has like the mechanical horn and the tone, and that's it. That's what I traded him for some of the stuff, one of those. Then I have a System Sensor P2R Spectral Advanced horn strobe, which is in the system right now. As you can see, there's no conduit running out of it anymore, and I'll get to that in a second. And as you can see, there is tape on it due to its extreme volume. Out here we have the Firelight BG12 on the SB10 back box, and the S2415 strobe. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and, well, I guess I'll show the panel. Panel I got came from CJ Goot, of course. And it is a, well, before I show it, I just want to say that I had to remove the conduit for the power cord because of this new panel, and it's temporarily wired up to a plug that plugs in the wall here. Anyways, the new panel is a Notifier SFP 400B. This panel is pretty cool. Now, even though that I'm getting ahead of myself. Even though it provides full wave rectified power and does not have any coding options, it's still very cool. There's a lot of stuff this panel has that my other panel did not have, such as having 4 zones instead of 1, being 24 volts instead of 12, having, well, actually mine did have 2 bell circuits before. This one you can actually find an annunciator for. My old one I found an annunciator, but they wanted an outrageous price for it. And it's just overall a lot nicer than my other panel. My only complaint, though, is the fact that there's no conduit knockouts on the left or bottom, so that's why the conduit had to be removed. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do as far as that goes. I have no idea at this point because, you know, it's not like I can just drill a hole in the side of that can there. I mean, I can, but I really don't want to. But because of this new panel, the conduit had to be taken down in some spots and redone. Also, there's some 3/4 inch knockouts that were punched out. I had to get that ring there so it can accept a 1/2 inch piece of conduit. I put this 3/4 inch clamp in here. This is going to stay here, and this will be if I'm ever, you know, messing around with some alarms temporarily on the table. I'll just run the wires in here. This, once I get the power cord, well, actually the power cord, what I'm thinking about doing is just running, you know, flexible metal conduit, metal clad, just underneath the can and come in here. Not quite completely sure yet how I'm going to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the system test. By the way, here's the annunciator. This is a Firelight RZA 5F I mounted it on a white wire mold box, and it looks very nice. As you'll see, system trouble is illuminated. And this does have a piezo in it, and what happens is anytime the panel piezo beeps, this one will as well, whether it's a treble or it's an alarm. As you can see, I have it labeled basement pool, laundry room pool, laundry room smoke, even though there's not a smoke detector hooked up in the laundry room. And then zone 5 obviously is not used because this is only a 4-zone panel. So let's just go ahead and pull this and get the test started. As you hear, it's sounding, showing the basement pool station is activated. System alarm in zone 1 alarm LED is on. I'm getting about 26.6 volts through the bell circuits. By the way, I just have this multimeter hooked up just to see what the bell circuit's giving out. So let's go ahead out here and reset the pull station. And once again, basement pool showing alarm system trouble is illuminated. And I guess I never did say what the trouble is on the panel. When I got the panel, it had a circuit trouble and a power trouble. The circuit trouble was because I didn't have resistors for the bell circuits. I went out to Radio Shack and bought those and put it behind the Spectral Advance and the strobe out there. So that cleared that trouble. The next trouble I have is a power trouble because I don't have batteries, and I don't have a battery cable either. The batteries I'm going to buy off eBay, they are $18 a piece. Obviously I need 2 since this is a 24 volt panel. It did have a battery cable when I got it, but I ended up breaking it accidentally. What happened was the battery cable had real tiny wires, and I wasn't real happy with it. I thought they were too small. So I tried putting bigger wires in and ended up breaking that little connector there. So if anybody knows where I can get battery cables for this panel, please let me know. So let's just go ahead and reset the system. The system trouble, the piezo will sound again. And also, by the way, this panel can have a dress panel in it. And that's another thing. If anybody knows where I can get, the notifier version, the Firelight version won't work because it's red. But if you know where I can get the notifier version for, a fair price, I mean like $20 or less, I'm not going to pay $100 for a dress panel. But, anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.